Are you tired of feeling invisible in a relationship? Have you ever wished he would notice you more, value your presence, and start chasing you again? You're not alone. This feeling's more common than you might think. In fact, psychology can shed light on how to make that shift happen. Asterisk. Imagine this. You're in a relationship, but it feels like the spark has faded. You long for his attention, for him to look at you like he did when you first met. You've tried everything, but nothing seems to work. What if I told you that the key to reigniting that spark is understanding a little bit of psychology? Asterisk, let me explain. The mind operates in mysterious ways, and sometimes the more we give, the more we lose. You might be giving him all the attention, love, and energy, but in doing so, you're unknowingly placing yourself on the back burner. This is where the psychology behind attraction comes into play. It's about creating the right balance between connection and independence. Asterisk. Have you ever noticed how we value what's scarce? Think about it. When something is rare or hard to attain, we place higher value on it. This principle can be applied to your relationship. If you're constantly available, easy to access, he may start to take your presence for granted. But when you step back a little, create a little distance, and focus on your own growth, suddenly you become the person he longs to spend time with. Again, asterisk, here's the thing: when you focus on yourself, on your passions, your goals, your well-being, you become more attractive. Not because you're trying to impress him, but because you're building a life of your own. This creates a sense of mystery and allure, which is vital for keeping the chemistry alive. Asterisk, by being confident in your own life, you subtly signal that you are valuable, independent, and not entirely dependent on him. He will begin to realize that you're not just a source of comfort, you're someone he has to work to keep in his life. Asterisk. So how can you implement this? First, stop being too available. Let him come to you. Let him see that you're not always waiting for his calls or texts. Make him wonder what you're up to. What's going on in your life? Remember, mystery is an undeniable force of attraction. Asterisk next. Focus on your own self-worth. The more you value yourself, the more others will. Self-love is not about arrogance. It's about recognizing your own value and treating yourself with respect. When he sees you take pride in who you are, he will start to value you in the same way. Asterisk now. Let's talk about how to make him chase you again. It's all about creating a little challenge. When someone feels they have to work for something, they often desire it more. But this doesn't mean playing games or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about being authentic and showing that you're someone who deserves to be pursued. Asterisk, be the woman who inspires admiration. Be the woman who takes care of herself, who knows what she wants, and isn't afraid to show it. This will not only make him miss you, but also make him work hard to keep you in his life. Asterisk. But here's the most important thing to remember. Don't lose sight of who you are in the process. You're not trying to change yourself to fit into his world. You're becoming the best version of yourself. When you do this, he will begin to see you in a new light. One that makes him appreciate everything you bring to the relationship. Asterisk. So, if you want him to miss you, value you, and chase you again, stop making it so easy. Make him see that you're a prize worth fighting for. Be the woman who's too busy living her best life to worry about whether he's paying attention. And when he does, he'll realize that the effort to win your heart is more than worth it. Asterisk now. Let's dive deeper into understanding why these psychological principles work so well. Human nature is fascinating, and when we look at attraction, we see that it's largely driven by perception. The more someone values your presence, the more they feel the loss when you're not around. When you step back, you are giving him the opportunity to experience that absence, which triggers a sense of longing. Asterisk. This longing is not just emotional, it's deeply psychological. People tend to want what they can't have, and that includes relationships. By creating a healthy emotional distance, you give him the space to truly miss you. But it's important that this distance doesn't turn into avoidance. It's about balance, not total withdrawal. Asterisk. When he feels that absence, he's more likely to start reflecting on what he's missing. Your laughter, your kindness, your unique energy. Suddenly, he's recalling all the special moments, and the emotional connection you both share. This reflection triggers the desire to reconnect, to chase after you, because he's realizing that life isn't as fulfilling without you by his side. Asterisk. This isn't about manipulation or playing hard to get for the sake of it. It's about creating a dynamic where you remain true to yourself while also making him realize that your presence is something he cherishes. It's not enough to just be around. You need to be someone who stands out. Someone who adds immense value to his life. Asterisk. Think about it. People tend to remember the ones who leave a lasting impression. Be the woman who leaves him with memories that he can't shake off. Be the woman who walks away with grace, knowing she's worthy of admiration. And in doing so, you create a space for him to chase you again, to make you feel seen, valued, and loved. Asterisk, the next thing to focus on is the concept of emotional availability. If you're always emotionally present, always available for him to lean on, you might be doing too much. This can lead to him not truly appreciating you. When you create a little emotional distance, it allows both of you to miss each other too. Have space to grow individually. Asterisk, emotional space doesn't mean emotional detachment. It simply means that you're not constantly pouring all your energy into him. Instead, you're cultivating your own emotional world, finding joy in your own experiences, hobbies, and passions. This independence will make him realize just how much he misses you, and in turn, he'll start to value you even more. Asterisk, let's also talk about how to create mystery and intrigue. It's a key part of what makes someone desirable. When you allow yourself to have a life outside of him, when you become someone with your own plans, goals, and friends, you create a sense of intrigue. He won't always know exactly what you're doing, and that unpredictability keeps him on his toes. Asterisk. But again, it's about maintaining your authenticity. You're not pretending to be someone you're not. You're just allowing him to see that you are an individual with your own passions and interests independent of him. This mystery pulls him closer, making him want to know more, and ultimately, leading him to chase you again. Asterisk, in relationships, it's easy to slip into patterns where one person becomes more invested than the other. But by implementing these psychological principles, you shift the dynamic. You don't have to chase him for attention. Instead, you become someone who inspires pursuit. When you show him that you value yourself, that you're confident and independent, it naturally triggers his desire to value and chase you. Asterisk, and remember, this process takes time. You won't see immediate results, but trust the process. Keep focusing on your growth, your well-being, and your self-worth. The more you show up for yourself, the more he will begin to appreciate the woman you are. Asterisk. So, when you make him miss you, value you, and chase you again, you're not just trying to bring back the excitement, you're also setting the foundation for a relationship built on respect, admiration, and a deeper emotional connection.